Hello viewers and welcome back to the complete course of JavaScript, and today's title is let's see, data types. In our last class we have discussed about external file and we have created an external file in JavaScript, and you can see just this the result. This just the external file that we have created in our last class, and the name is javascript.js, and we have just include this file inside this script tag. So in this class we are just going to use JavaScript internally, so just remove this, no need of this, and we are just using JavaScript inside this script tag. So the title is, what is the title? Data types, JavaScript data types, and I have saved this page by giving the name data_types.html inside the JavaScript practice folder on the desktop. So on the first data types, string data types, not here, inside the script tag. String, the first one is string data types. So what is string data types? When you are writing a text or a number inside this single quotation or double quotation, so this called string. It can be your name, for example Abdul Wahid. So this is string. So whenever you are just writing a number also, just like this 45 plus just 50, so this one is also called string, because you are just writing inside the quotation, so it does not make any changes. So it is just you are using single quotation or double quotation. Inside this single quotation also you can write your name, and inside the double quotation also you can just write your name. But whenever a value is just coming inside the quotation, so this called string value. This can be just text, or this can be number, just like this 45 plus 45, just multiply by 5. So this called just a string value. This is not just integer. So in next step, so this just a string example. After this we have just integer data types. So when you are just writing a number, just open like this 25 plus 25, so this called just integer, numeric values. So you just when you are writing, open, not inside the quotation. You can see we have just written the string value inside the quotation, but integer value is just, it is coming open, not inside any quotation. But it should be numeric value, just integer value. So that's called integer. When you are just writing a value openly and not inside any quotation, so this is called integer. So this is just the example of integer. And the first and the third step we have just variable and data types. Variable data types. What is variable data types? As I told here, that when we are writing a string or a text and a number inside the quotation, so this is called string data type. When we are writing just a number openly, not inside the quotation, so this is called integer. But when we are writing, just for example I'm just writing here Wahid, my name, openly, so this just a text, this is not a number, so this called variable. For example I'm just removing Wahid, I'm just writing here name, and after that you need to put equal sign and single or double quotation you can use, just like this. So inside this you can use, for example, name is equal to Abdul Wahid. So you can save this file. For right now I'm just going to use comments for this also, for the string value also. Now just go to desktop and open this file data types.html. so just double click to open. So you can see there is no display for this, because we have written here name is equal to Abdul Wahid. You need to call this, for example, document dot write so parentheses and a semicolon. Inside this you can just plus a number 25 plus 25. You can save and refresh. So you can see just displays here. You can just add another number, save and refresh. 75 and multiply. You can use divide, minus, anything. Control S and refresh. So if you want to just take the display of this name Abdul Wahid, so there is just two way. The first way is just you can use a single quotation or double quotation. You can just write here directly Abdul Wahid. So you can save this and refresh. So there is written Abdul Wahid. So the second way, you must call this name inside this just parentheses without single quotation. Just write here name and save. You can just refresh. So the same result, Abdul Wahid. If we change this to Abdul Wahid Atai, save and refresh. So now you can see the result, Abdul Wahid Atai. We have just create a variable here. So the name of that variable is, we have put the name. You can just, it is optional, you can give any name. For example, you can say my underscore name. So you must call this name here, my underscore name, copy and paste. You can save and refresh. So the same result. If you just bring any changes, just 111, you can save and refresh. So you can see the result. So when you are just creating a variable, you are just giving a name for that variable and equal sign. After that, inside the double or single quotation, you are just writing the value. After that, you need to call that name, your variable name, inside the parentheses of document.write function. So this like this, the same way, just you can write, you can assign integer value. For example, where you are assigning integer value, for example, my phone number +9238, just like this. You can save and refresh. So equal, so we have used a plus sign here. Control S to save and refresh. Again, it is not just giving, you can see the display. Once more time you can save and refresh. So you can see, if you are using any kind of operator sign inside your integer, like plus, just multiply, divide, so it will not just give any display. So you can use just like this, inside or between the two values. For example, plus 25, so it will just give a value. So you can see it has just plus, and this is the result, it has just plus. So you cannot use just in the start or end of this operator sign. So you can use your variable. You can assign integer value or string value, but integer value is just without quotation and string value is with quotation. So we have just three kind of data type: string data type, which is coming inside the quotation, and integer value or data types, which is coming openly, not inside the quotation, and it is just numeric values, and variable data types. So you can just give a name and you can just assign string value or the integer value for that. So I hope that you have understand this lecture, this class is clear for you. So if it is not clear, so just watch the video again and again and do practice. And in next class we will discuss how we can just add HTML text inside the JavaScript. So till next class, just watch the video and do practice. Have a nice time and see you.